Resistance 3, Chapter 3. Yeah, it's really kind of annoying. When you... There's a level select thing that shows you what levels you've beat on what difficulty.
Yeah.
But they don't correspond to the chapters.
Oh.
Like, so for level 1... Or no, for this is... So there's like 5 different cities that you go through throughout the game.
Uh-huh.
And like the second city... like it starts off at the train yard, and all the train yard is chapter 6. But that it like ends a little bit early for chapter 7, so I end up like when I did my trial run, I mean, I don't know, only I care about it, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it too much, but
I have no idea what you're saying, but yeah.
So this said chapter 3, right? And right now you're just kind of running following this guy. So if you want to load up chapter 3, there's no easy way to do it.
Oh.
You have to choose an arbitrary name that you might not necessarily know is chapter 3.
I see.
So I'm cutting these videos and organizing them because I think the chapter names are what people are going to look for when they use my guide, because that's going to be the most significant name that they can think of if they're stuck and they need to search for something online. But if you're trying to go back and replay a section, it's damn near impossible to get exactly where you want if you want to start at the beginning of chapter 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so now you run into the auger, and it's hard to imagine that you're starting with Resistance 3, but the auger in Resistance is a really cool gun. Its primary fire goes through walls, and if you're scoped in with it, you can see people through walls.
Like Far Eye in Perfect Dark.
Far sight.
Far sight.
Yes.
You think.
So like you'll see in a second right now. Now I'm zoomed in and you see that dude and you can shoot him through a wall. The more walls the bullet passes through, the more damage it does. So if you're shooting people like across the map in multiplayer with an auger, I don't know if you can get like a one-hit kill, but every time the bullets go through like another section of wall, it kind of pauses for a second or two, so if they're actually moving, it'd be very hard to hit people.
Oh, it's just for standing still.
Right, so if someone's not playing, maybe you could like get them across the map.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then the secondary fire on this creates a shield that you can shoot through when you're using the auger.
So it instantly makes your bullets more powerful.
Yes, and protects you. But other augers can go through it. So if you're going up ahead against a steelhead, which is the name of the unit that carries the augers, then they don't really do shit.
I see.
So yeah, that was the kind of auger tutorial section. Yes.
It seems pretty early to be getting the auger. It's like such a cool weapon. You think that it'd be more of like an end game.
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
So how does this one stack up?
So I guess I should mention that if you're playing through this the first time and you haven't upgraded the auger too far, you'll probably notice that when I shoot the auger, it has 3 bullets coming out of it.
Yeah.
I think you get that for level 2 of the auger.
Okay.
Level 3 of the auger gets you a shield that withstands more damage.
And that's it. 3 levels, right?
3 levels, yep. And they don't correspond to multiplayer at all. So it's not like playing single player a lot. It's going to give you a head start in multiplayer. That's what I'm trying to say.
So how does this stack up to 1 and 2?
Single player wise?
Yeah.
God, it's been so long since I played 1. It's really hard to remember. 2, I remember being kind of disappointing. I really like this though. It's a lot of fun. Multiplayer sucks ass. It is broken and unplayable still. The beta was better, which is hard.
So you
to
don't
imagine.
think this is a just you? Have you looked into seeing if other people have this problem?
Yeah. I can't remember what site it was. I think maybe just the GameSpot forums. And I was just looking through, seeing the general consensus, and I saw someone writing exactly what my thoughts were, that every fight comes down to who's lagging less if you're close enough to them.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating because 1 was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was one of the best multiplayer games I've ever played on a console. I had so much fun with it. It was so not laggy, and it was just great all around. And 2 was a lot of fun too. There is no co-op versus AI multiplayer anymore. They took that completely out of the game.
Which you liked.
Which I did like, actually, quite a bit from Resistance 2. I never really got into Resistance 2 multiplayer the way I did 3, but I don't remember having any problems with lag or serious frame rate issues at all that I'm having right now. Like, on the first day that this came out, I played this probably 12 hours between finishing single player and putting a couple hours into multiplayer. No, not even a couple hours, because like I keep trying it for maybe 10 minutes just to see if it's gotten any better, and it's terrible. Like, I doubt I finished more than 1 or 2 matches, but I probably loaded the game multiplayer up 10 times. And there have been times where it literally freezes for 3 seconds.
3 seconds is a long time.
Long time. The one time I can specifically remember is it was in one of the beta maps, and the game just locked up completely because I had a couple teammates running around near me, and there was a couple of the enemies running around near me, and the game just locked. And I was like, well, I'm dead. And I was alive, and I got an assist somehow. And then, like, it unlocked. I was like, oh my god, how am I alive still? And then I just turned, and behind this barn, there was just another dude waiting there, ready to kill me, and I died instantly because it lagged and stuttered again. It's just insanely frustrating how bad multiplayer is right now.
And it's all technical, not
there's
not because of the game. It's because of the technicalities.
What?
It's because of lag. Like, if it worked perfectly, like it's supposed to, it'd be good, right? Yeah,
it would be fun. But it's unplayable. It's unplayable in my opinion. And it's not because of our internet connection either. We have a great internet connection. It's who knows why the game gets unbelievably shitty frame rates. And I don't necessarily think it's lag. I think it's just poorly designed with really bad frame rates. So, I don't know.